again. Like I promised, I just released a new version of Tailforms that supports Tailwind 2.0. It took a little bit longer than I thought when I made the other video, but it's done. So I released it just, what does it say, 16 minutes ago. And I thought that I'd make a short screencast to go through more in-depth exactly what I changed in the package. The most important thing I need really for you to note is that just because you use the package or upgrade to this version, it doesn't mean that the rest of your application is compatible with Tailwind 2.0. You have to follow the instructions. There's a link here in the release notes, because the rest of your app might use classes that won't work. So this package is compatible, but you have to fix your app. I can't do that for you. The other thing that is important is that you can still use this new version with both Tailwind 1.0 and 2.0. You don't need to change anything in your project. The thing is to upgrade is, well, you upgrade your own application first, and then you just you back up your existing Tailform CSS if you made changes to that, and then you can publish the new theme. It's the old command. That's the only thing really that has been changed. But there are two commands, one for 1.0 theme and one for 2.0. So let's just check in my commit history here what I've done. There are now two Tail theme files, one for Tailwind 1.x. That is the one that you have installed right now. You don't need to change it. Just upgrade the package and continue using your theme. Nothing will happen. Or you can publish the new theme if you upgrade. And what I did here is that orange disappeared from Tailwind 2.0. So I had to select some kind of yellowish colors to replace that. Here is also just the theme file orange again. Yes, and then there's also the shadow that didn't exist, the shadow XS, so I added a custom class for that. You also have to add leading everywhere because that's not included by default, so I used the leading normal to keep the existing vertical spacing like we had from before. Here's also some, I don't know what, yeah, leading. Here's leading again, there's leading, and that's just, yes, font thin is renamed to font extra light. So that's also a change here. I made some changes to the artisan command, to the quick install on a fresh installation of Laravel. I noticed that the existing stub was actually just supporting Jetstream and not Breeze. So I just made some changes to those. And I had to make a new Webpack Make stub for Jetstream version 1 because version 1 is still on Tailwind 1, but the upcoming version 2 will use Tailwind 2 by default. So I had to make two stubs there. I did just some small justifications to the Tailwind 1.0 stub and the 1.9. It's nothing that you need to be concerned of. It's all that is only regarding the quick install command. Yes, and then there's a new for 2.0, a Tailwind config stub and a Tailwind config preset. These will just be applied if you use my the quick install command, the thing that you use on a fresh project. But we can I will show you it is also mentioned in the documentation. But basically, I moved the new required plugins that Tailwind 2.0 requires. I moved them to a preset. Okay. The button component, the blade component, just needed leading normal, and that is backward compatible, so it doesn't matter, it won't break existing. The notification, first I removed this because it said in 2.0 that transition now includes duration 150 and ease in out. But I'll show you soon that I re-implemented again for backward compatibility. The search component also has the leading, and yes, there are two new commands. Artisan, the vendor publish command. There is one, the default publish theme will install the 2.0 theme, and then there is one that's called TW1X here for both CSS and Sass, because I mean everyone will start using Tailwind 2 really soon, so I made that the default. And what's here? Yeah, these are a lot of changes to the quick installation command. I realized that I have to make this compatible with both Jetstream 1 and Jetstream 2 and Laravel Breeze and Laravel 8 plain application and Laravel 7 that uses Sass still. So there are some things that I had, but that won't affect you. If you set up a new project, it will just work, so you don't have to worry about that one either. What did I do to the input? Yes, I just added leading normal there as well because it is required. What did I do then? Okay, that's just, I did an error there. I did a search and replace for directory. That's my bad. Yes, and then I reverted it back again because I changed the directory name, and that would screw up everyone's existing installations. Yes, this is just an indentation for the config JS. It didn't look very nice when I did search and replace. Here's also, yeah, I did some helpers to detect if it's Jetstream or Breeze. That is done automatically now. I will show that in a separate installation video. It's so much smoother and faster to install. There were no questions anymore. I just checked the environment. Here are also just install. I had some error there. Oh, isn't this really annoying? Yeah, you see this one? It was in the wrong position. But I think there's nothing else here. No. No, there's nothing here. I just played around with colors because it didn't look very nice with the yellow color, but that's all in the theme. I mean, that's up to you to change however you want it. With the orange. And these are just the stubs as well. I did something wrong there. Here, yes, here is where I added it again, duration 150 and easy in out, because people on Tailwind 1.1 must be able to use the package. This is also I did for backwards compatibility. Here, this is interesting to you. In the new theme for Tailwind 2.0, I added Tailwind 1 classes, fallback classes, because these classes are removed, and we use them for both Tailwind 1 and Tailwind 2, so otherwise the package won't work with both versions. So I actually added these classes to the theme. I'm used to use them, so I type them everywhere, so I need them myself. I don't want to remove them. So you can continue use form input, form text area, select and checkbox and radio, like you have done before. And if you don't like the styling, it's in the theme. Also, shadow XS was removed in Tailwind 2.0, so I added it here. It's really hard to say Tailwind 2.0. Okay, I'll get there. That was just some end-of-line things in the stub. Here is also just the, I was really messing around with installation command. So that's all. That's just the changes. So the most important one is like everything is in the theme. There's nothing else for you to worry about. If you want to upgrade, just upgrade the rest of your application first. Then I changed the documentation so you can get some examples on what you need to do. I added some new pages here. I mean, when you're upgrading, you don't need to install the package again. You just do a composer update. And then here, you can check this one out for an example. But probably you just need to install the new required. You should remove custom form plugin and install this one instead. You need this one and this one as well. But that is all in the Tailwind upgrade guide, which I have in the release note for you to follow. You need to add these, and this is the same as before. It depends on, I just made it more clear here if you use Jetstream or Breeze or what your application is based on. So it's still just these 3 lines that this application needs. And here is also example for your Webpack Webpack mix. Can't speak. I still use the post CSS 7 compatible version of Tailwind because Laravel Breeze and Jetstream installs them by default, so I thought I'd do the same until they changed. So it's the same as they use. When they upgrade their preset, I will do that too. But for the moment, I'm recommending the same as they do, and it's because a lot of packages hasn't been upgraded yet for post CSS 7. Okay, so that also applies on the examples for Laravel Mix. If you're using PostCSS 8, then you could install the latest auto prefixer and the latest PostCSS. Otherwise, you can do it like this. So, and here's an example, and it basically just says that you need to add CSS nesting. This is just like before. I haven't changed this page at all. It's the same, I just added more comments. The only thing really is this one, apart from reading the official upgrade documentation. I don't think there is anything else really. No? I'll get back with installation screencasts for various Laravel installers. Nice talking to you. Bye.